Hi, Sandy Tampa with Windermere here. Today is Wednesday, October 11th, and I'm going to talk about stats. I have notes and I have my computer here, so bear with me as I look at both. What's interesting is I normally really focus on the monthly stats, which are interesting. We have 1.6 months of inventory, which tells me, the world, that and this is East Side stats, that we are in a seller's market. So anything below 2 months of inventory is a seller's market. And remember, months of inventory, nonsensical number. It just means that if no more homes were listed and buyers kept buying at the rate that they're buying, how long would that inventory take to sell out? So nonsensical number, never gonna happen. So that's fantastic. The median price was down a little bit, about 2%, depending on, about 2%, let's call it that. But we're still up. Let's see, what are we up? We're up 8%. With that 2% drop, we're 8% since January, not even since December. I chose January to look at that numbers because December was even lower and I didn't want to artificially raise it, but we're up 8%. So we have appreciation this year. Prices dipped a little bit. Median price is a very difficult number to ascertain. So honestly, I'm just calling, what I see is since about April, prices have been about flat. Went up a little bit, went down a little bit, but I think it's about flat. So that was a very long explanation with that. What is interestingly happening now is, let's just finish off monthly stats. So then 32% of the homes sold with multiple offers, a median of 4% over asking price. So the homes that are priced right and in good condition are still selling fast with multiple offers. So that is happening. But what's really interesting is what's happening week over week or weekly. And in the last week, because the market just feels a little weird right now, interest rates for 2 weeks in a row have peaked at all-time highs, which I use air quotes, but that is fact. And so that, like about 8% was what we were quoting. Now they're down a little bit lower to like 7.6, so not much, feels lower to me because they were at 8. Oh my gosh, this is already at 2.3, 2.5 minutes. Okay, so looking at the weekly stats, this is for all of King County, so shifting from East Side to King County, 351 new listings. All right, great. But then we had 444 pending listings. So buyers are gobbling up more houses than are coming on the market. Additionally, we had, how many did we have cancel? We had 104 properties cancel. So some of those will get relisted, but those are sellers who are still out there in theory. But then what's really interesting that we haven't seen in a while is 244 homes took price reductions. So there's just a lot happening dynamically. So buyers are still out there, buyers are still active. Interest rates are putting a downward pressure on that affordability, which is impacting, I think, those price drops that we're seeing right now. Now that little 2% drop that we saw in September, I don't think those are the same, but maybe. So what am I trying to say? It's just interesting, and it appears there's downward pressure on pricing. The big relief, so with interest rates going from 8 to 7.6, I think will help things a little bit. CPI data is coming out on Thursday. The unrest in Israel is impacting things. So anyway, that's what I know. I wanted to even talk about more, but I'm going to call it 4 minutes. All right, thanks. See you next week. Bye.